Hi everyone.
Hi everybody.
Welcome to this week's Sanctuary News. Stay tuned to find out what's been going on in the Sanctuary this week. So first off, Barry gets his name.
Yes, Barry. I won. Barry is the winner. He was always going to be Barry right from the start. Thank you so much to everybody that put some money in the pot and went to choosing his name. There were some great suggestions in there, and I must say I was really very chuffed to see that I think Barry won by 44%. So he got all, it was unanimous. So thank you very much to everybody. And I think Barry really suits him. And his name, the reason I chose Barry, a couple of things. One is it just seemed like a great name for him, but Barry Sheen, the old motorcycle racer from the 70s, late 70s, is a hero of mine, was a hero of mine. So it was just nice to do that. So great stuff. Thank you very much.
Thank you, everyone. And also the vet came this week to check on Barry, gave him, we took a blood test and everything's okay. His hepatic levels are slightly elevated, so he needs a liver protector and some antibiotics, but it's not serious, and the vets say it's just likely due to a poor diet. But now he's being fed regularly and he's on a good diet and he should start to feel a lot better. So that's all good.
Yeah, it's just like doing a bit of an MOT when you to a car or something, or an inspection just to see where he is, what we've got to deal with. Are there any hidden problems in there? So it's just good to do that. Yeah. And
the vet also came to check up on Verity. So as you might remember, Verity has been having a problem with her leg due to an injury, and we wanted the vet to come and do an x-ray on that.
Yeah, it was, we just couldn't understand what it was. She was, getting better, then she was bad again, then she would get better, then she's bad again, and then she got really bad. So we got the x-rays in, and it was quite a shocking moment actually, because we finished the x-ray and what I thought the vet said to me was, it's not good news. So I was like, oh no, I can't handle this. This is going to be a nightmare. So I was sort of like bracing myself to hear the worst. And he said, basically, she's had a slight injury, which has become infected, and the infection has gone down, and that's what's causing the swelling and causing her the pain and not being able to put pressure onto the fetlock. So I was like, okay, so why is it not bad news? Can it not be treated? And he's like, no, I said it's not bad news. And he's like, oh, okay. So it was all good. So she's on antibiotics and we'll just hopefully get her out the other side.
Yeah, it's a torn ligament basically. So she needs cold therapy, which we've got a cold boot for her, and antibiotics, anti-inflammatories, and rest. The wound where the injury happened is like so small, that's why we didn't notice it, but obviously it's somehow it's got infected in there. But yeah.
It's so small. Even when the vet sort of like parted the hairs on her leg to show where the wound was, you're like, oh, okay, well, I'll take your word for it that there's a wound there. I can't even see a wound there. It was so small, but I suppose you only need a little nick to get an infection in there, and that's the way it goes.
But she's not a great fan of the medication. We're having to sort of syringe that into her mouth. But yeah, she's already walking, even these past couple of days. I think just with the cold therapy, it's helping her, and she's walking a little bit better on it. So
yeah, she's getting better. She just keeps spitting out antibiotics. We'll see how that goes. So stay tuned for updates on Verity.
Yeah, and also this week we had a bit of trouble with Barney, the dog. He noticed on Monday, very suddenly, he just started yelping, and I thought it was like a bee sting or something like that. But then over the next couple of days, every now and then he would yelp for like no apparent reason. And then we noticed on Wednesday night that it was whilst he was trying to eat that he had some obvious pain. I tried to open up his mouth and he just didn't like that at all. So Julian took him to the vet.
Yeah, we got him sedated, had a look inside his mouth, and basically he's got a problem right at the back on the corner of the jaw. It looks like there's an infection in there, which is obviously affecting the way that, when he's trying to move his mouth to eat. And it's given him some aggravation. So, so he's on a course of antibiotics also, and he's on 2 tablets, isn't he?
Anti-inflammatories.
Oh, anti-inflammatories, yeah. So hopefully he's going to go back for a checkup next week. But
he's already loads better, isn't he?
Yeah, much happier.
Before he was like hiding and he just wasn't a happy boy, but no, he's fine. He's a lot better in himself. But no idea how that happened, but it's likely he's just cut it on something. But yeah.
Well, Barney has like the run of the sanctuary, and also he sort of can wander off anywhere he likes, really. So, periodically he comes back with random bones or, somebody's lunch, or, anything really. So he could have just cut it on something, or I don't know, he's a bit of a
always
scallywag.
Like running through the bamboo, barking at who
anything.
knows what.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. And also a lot of vet visits this week. Also Mog, the cat, had to go to the vet. He had a problem earlier on in the year where he had basically was impacted and he needed surgery. So it basically means that, sorry, this is not a very nice topic. But
it's all about poo. We're going to talk about poo for a bit. Let's talk about poo.
That's like a very big part
of sanctuary life.
Basically. Well, I don't know. The vet was explaining to you, but
well, when you look at the, I'll put up obviously into this video here some footage of the X-ray. Basically, what she sees is a little slight deformity at the base of the spine where the tail joins, or I don't know. I'm not a vet. Basically, at that point, where the bum hole is, there's a dip in the bone or something, which she thinks is causing a blockage, and is probably meaning that Mog has to strain a little bit harder to go to the toilet, in which case he's not, and then it's getting backed up, then it's getting solidified, and the first part they pulled out of him was like rocks, and what they're trying to do is they're just giving him enemas every day, and just trying to soften him up. If that doesn't work, then we're going to have to go into surgery and open him up and get it out that way. It's not a happy time for Mog, because it's it's something we're thinking about for the future. Is how is this going to affect his quality of life? Are there solutions? What can we look at? So that's what we're doing at the moment. We're speaking to the vet and we're just sort of mulling it over, really, of a good route forward for him, so this problem doesn't keep returning, and also if whatever solution we do provide, it enables him to maintain a quality of life. So that's what we're looking at the moment. But fingers crossed, I think we'll be okay. We've got a few options which I think will work. So we'll keep you updated, obviously, on Mog and how he gets on.
It's looking like hopefully just a diet change and just only soft food and checkups every month, just to make sure that everything's working as it should be. And if that's not working, then we can discuss other options. But they're talking about a colonoscopy, is it? No, colon. Don't know what they call it. Basically, they remove the colon and then redirect it somewhere else. But I don't know. We won't get into that just yet. Yeah, one thing at a time.
Yes, indeed.
And the next thing is we want to talk about our Run for the Ridge.
Oh, yes.
Fundraiser.
Yeah.
So we ran this last year and it was very successful. And basically, the Run for the Ridge this year, it's called the Donkey Dash. So you can get involved with that. It's a virtual run, so it can take place anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
And it's from the start of September into the end of October. So you can do a 5 kilometer or half a marathon. You can run it, walk it with your dogs, walk your donkeys. Some people have done paddle boarding. Some people have done litter cleanups, biking,
cycling, even cycling. There's a word. Perhaps that will catch on.
Climbing. Whatever.
So how does it work then? So you register.
So register on our website, and we'll put the link in the description.
Yeah.
It costs £15 to enter, and you will receive a medal once your run is complete. And it's a little wooden medal with a cute little design on it, which you'll see. And you register your details on a document and basically how long you ran or walked or whatever you did. And then it's just a bit of fun, really, just to see what different people are doing to help raise money. Some people do it as a sponsor, so they ask people to sponsor them.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a bit of fun. It's just another bit of fun that isn't going to break the bank, but with people getting involved, and it's community again, and it's just a bit of fun, and it's all for the Ridge. It's all for the animals of the
Ridge. And we'll have another merch, a t-shirt design as well.
Yeah, so when you register, you get access to a particular t-shirt which is carrying the Donkey Dash motif for this year. Yeah.
So click on the link in the description to register if you're interested.
Stretch up. Remember to stretch before you run, always, like I do always. Before I do my 5K every morning, just make sure you stretch out. It's very important.
Yeah. So we're going to be doing it with the donkeys, aren't we?
Yeah, we're going to do a run with the donkeys.
A walk.
I think yes.
A walk.
In this heat, and perhaps not in this heat. Maybe a bit later, but not at the moment.
Yeah, towards the end of September, maybe. Okay, and that takes us on to a few Wishlist gifts which we received this week, which we'd like to thank you guys for.
Oh, yeah.
We have received 2 bottles of this.
Red Cell, lovely.
This is for the dogs, in particular for Daisy, because of her leishmaniasis disease. She can get anemic very easily, so this prevents her from getting anemic.
Thank you very much.
I'm sorry, we don't have gift tags on all of these, so we don't know who they're all from, but scrubbing brush, very handy, just for scrubbing the feed buckets, and we received a few more of them as well.
Thank you. I'm a scrubber.
Some syringes, which are always useful.
Always useful. We get through a lot of these, so yes, thank you very much.
Some electrodes for the TENS unit.
Ah, brilliant.
Different sizes, so we can, hopefully the smaller ones will stick better onto prints.
Ah, good stuff. I didn't see these. Ah, thank you very much. That's very thoughtful. Thank you.
And these, I've already opened them, but these are for the dogs. They're called Clack Off, and they're veggie bones. It's to help them clean their teeth.
Okay. Lovely.
This is urine samples. We've got like Shadow the cat, who has urinary crystals, and sometimes like we need to test it, and then we get it sent away to the vet, and she does a proper test. So it's just basically to do a test. So
you do a wee, and then you dip it in. I mean, you don't do a wee. You could do a wee if you wanted to, but we're not testing your wee. We're testing the animal's wee, and then we dip it in, and then we see what colour we've got, and then it will tell us.
Tell us if there's any problems.
Yeah, it's
and
like
then
a quick analysis.
If anything comes up, we send it away to the vet. And this, which is really good. Oh, it's heavy. It's bicarbonate of soda. This is for the goats, because they need it. I'm going to pass it on to you.
Okay, that is heavy. Wow.
It's to neutralise the acid and the pH in their rumen. So it's very important for goats and sheep.
Lovely.
Oh. There is one note.
Thank you very much.
And I can't remember what it was now, but from Yvette. Yvette.
Thank you very much, Yvette.
And everyone else who sent some items.
There was loads done. We did another video actually of another load of stuff that's gone through, and that video never actually saw the light of day. So we will be posting that one up eventually, but
Didn't you accidentally delete it?
I think I might have done.
He had a problem with his phone.
Yeah, but there was some amazing things in there as well. So it's lovely. The Amazon wishlist is a lovely way to support the sanctuary because you know exactly where your money's going, and it's stuff that we need for the sanctuary. So yeah, thank you. That's all I can say really. Yeah. That's great. Really, really love the support.
In the description for that as well.
Yeah. Okay.
That just leaves us then to tell you about anything else.
Tell you about anything else. Well, it's been very hot, blisteringly hot. We've got new shades gone up today for donkeys. We've got what else can I tell you?
Prince is doing well.
Yeah, he's doing well. We're gonna be introducing some physical, hands-on movement of the joints to him. We'll be starting that very soon. The problem we've got at the moment is just the heat, and when we're able to get out there and actually do it, because I'm not joking, it is, you run for cover. It's so intense. So that's one thing that we're going to be working on. Yeah, that's about it really. We got stitched up by the guy that supplies the forage for the horses. I'm not happy about him, and I'm going to be introducing a campaign for him, which was a suggestion by one of our supporters, was name the shyster that has supplied us with bad forage. I'm tempted to share his full contact details, and perhaps you would all like to send him a little note or a little comment to let him know how displeased we are as a community, and that he has taken our money and he has supplied us with rubbish. So I'm dealing with that at the moment.
They're all the same here though. I really don't know what we can do about it, because we were trying out a different forage, which the horse, it looked really nice. It was a little bit cut up and stuff, but it looked nice and green, and the horses didn't seem to like it.
No, they didn't touch that.
And then we ended up needing some stuff very urgently, so we found someone else that we went to, and that was complete rubbish.
Absolute utter rubbish. Had to go off in the car to go and get that, and so I luckily I didn't buy too much of it, so I just filled the car up with little bales, but it was stinking rubbish. I'm not joking. You would not feed it. I don't know what you'd feed it to. Nothing. The garden. I don't know. A fire.
It was like straw, basically.
Yeah, it was really horrible. So then we went back to the original guy and got him to do a delivery, and what he delivered was, quite frankly, just rubbish, just scraped off the ground rubbish.
Like rocks and dirt.
So we are in a bit of a quandary at the moment. We're trying to find good suppliers of good food.
There is that guy that delivers the hay, but he never, you ask him to come and he just doesn't show up. So he's not dependable. Yeah,
this is the problem we've got. We are, unfortunately, this part of Spain, it's a bit, touch and go. And it's not like, I suppose, where in the UK, you would find a supplier and they would be happy to give you their business, they'd be happy for the business and all the rest of it. Here, it's a little bit, they can't really be bothered. And when they do supply it, they don't care, get over it. You either like it or you lump it. And this is the problem. So maybe we've got to look further down the road and actually say, well, we've got to grow our own. And, that's another option, but we'll look at that as well. But anyway, that's just me having a little bit of a moan. I don't think I've got anything else to say, really.
Is there anything else that's been going on?
I don't think so. We're going live tomorrow night, 8:30 CET, as usual, 8:30 CET in the evening. That's 20-30 hours CET, don't forget it. So join us for that, and we'll have a chat and a laugh, and we've been really enjoying the lives, haven't we?
Yeah, they're good fun.
Yeah, really good fun.
Last week we were telling ghost stories. So.
Yeah, that was funny. So who knows where we'll go, where it will lead tomorrow, but it'll be lovely to have you with us. So thank you very much for taking the time to watch this video, and I hope it gives you a little bit more of a background of what's going on this week at the sanctuary.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have a great weekend.
Yes.
And a great week to come.
And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night. Yeah. Okay.
Thanks, everyone.
See you later, guys.
Bye.
Bye.